Back in the beginning of 2016, I was thinking about the way that educators approached issues of race. So I knew that there was a gap, that a lot of organizations and a lot of school districts have conversations about race, but often aren't sure how to operationalize those conversations, and started thinking about a framework that I thought might be helpful to sort of close that gap. I realized as cool as the idea was, it wasn't going to happen without a really powerful and strong team.
So I ended up taking a course here that Darnisa was a teaching fellow for, and overheard her talking about her work and said, hey, you know, I'd love to be an intern. So we ended up going out to lunch, and between the three of us started talking about this and said, hey, this is really something that all three of us, for different reasons and similar reasons at the same time, want to tackle and recognize that it can't be tackled alone.
The first time I met Darnisa, it was at the opening reception for students of color here at the Harvard Graduate School of Education. And I remember her coming on the stage with this incredible energy, and I was captivated right away. Everything she said, I felt like she was speaking directly to me. It was so refreshing. I immediately felt like Hugsy was a place that I belonged. So that was really the beginning of our connection, and then the beginning of DEEP.
DEEP stands for Disruptive Equity Education Project, and we chose that name because we wanted to think about the type of experience that our participants are going to have when they work with us. We wanted the experience to be disruptive, meaning we wanted to push on how people were currently thinking about race and racial equity.
The name of the company is very significant for me because it encapsulates the idea that we're not going to stay at the surface level conversation when we're talking about equity, diversity, and inclusion.
So I really think that our logo does a good job of showing that disruptive nature. The idea that we can literally flip it on its head, and that as we encourage people to dig deeper, we are doing that because that is how you grow.
Outside of being able to understand what is racial equity, how does it show up for me, a big part of DEEP is also helping organizations to operationalize what they've learned. If we don't have a way to talk about how to embed what we've learned across an entire organization, it's not sustainable. And to us, dismantling systemic racism and oppression is something that must be sustainable.
I don't really think there is a finish line. This is constant work, but it's getting everyone a little bit closer. And the more people we can get on board, the better.